Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy July. Wow, what is this? Today is the 6th was Saturday's 7th. Today's the 8th. The 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. This week is going to be basics. Last week was advanced. All 7 calls last week were what I call advanced calls. I hope you enjoyed them. And let me just say again, as I said last Friday, what an incredible, the best week I'd ever seen during a holiday week for you, your numbers, the number of appointments, the number of listings, the number of contracts. Congratulations. You know, people go, well, he's just talking about the basics. I want to use the basics today to show you how they changed my life. I'm going to start this morning by showing you, if you do not know or do not remember, I entered real estate October the 10th, 1982. In those 3 months, I had 3 closings. But in 1983, I had 24. I was rookie of the year. And you know, in 1984, I said, man, look at me, how great I've done. And I sat around and did nothing. And see what happened. I went to 19. And the third year, I was having a pity party because I had dropped, and I did 15. The next year, I believe it was 18, then 21, then 23, then 24, and 27. That is my first 8 years in real estate. Now, in 1991, and I'm going to refer today a lot when I say 91, I'm talking about June of 91, I went and saw 7 of the top 10 agents in the United States. You've heard this story 100 times. It wouldn't hurt you to hear it 100 more times. But doing that program, there was in the audience and up on stage, there were 7 of the top 10 Coldwell Banker agents in the United States. And I decided to say, what are they doing that I'm not doing? I've never had 30 closings. They're closing 100, 110, 120, 130. And what I heard was, the first thing was they were listing agents. Aha moment. I'm going to become a listing agent. How was I going to do that? Well, actually, the class was teaching you to prospect, but it was prospecting subdivisions. It was prospecting neighborhoods. It was prospecting what they called farming areas. It was prospecting basically out of a phone book. And it wasn't long when I came back that I said, there's got to be a better way. And I don't know if I heard one of them on stage talk about they were calling it expireds, but it was an aha moment. Why don't I call people that actually want to sell? And expired is a listing that did not sell. And why don't I call for sale boners? So I decided to focus my energy on expired and for sale boners. Now, what I'm going to do when I talk about the basics today is I'm going to show you exactly from the middle of June through the rest of June what I did. I got up, I got out of bed, I got in the shower. And as I was taking a shower, for some reason, I said it's going to be a great day. Let me say that again. For some reason, I said it's going to be a great day. Now, I would just want to say, there's never been one day since 1991 that I have not gotten up and said it's going to be a great day. I believe in it so much that when I wrote the book, the 7 most important beliefs to always have business, that's the first one. It's going to be a great day. And I'm going to show you 2 things that I did. Well, first of all, let's talk about this first thing before I start the day. Until you decide to make a change, you're going to keep getting what you got. And I was always having somewhere between 15 and 27 closings for 8 years. But when I decided to change, and what did I change? I went from basically being a buyer's agent and working with buyers to I was going to come in the morning, and I'll show you what I was going to come in and do. So I'm in the shower. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. And I would shower, and I would also, what I changed was I had an emotional goal sitting in that program in Salt Lake City, was to be up on that stage, to be one of the top 10 agents in the entire internationally with Coldwell Banker. Now, one day this week, I'm going to talk about how you allow other people to steal your goal and how you listen to other people and how they keep you from reaching your goals. But see, I'm hard-headed and nobody's going to tell me any different. So let's go through today on this call just about the basics I did every day. Let me demonstrate. Got out of the shower, stood in front of the mirror, shaved every day, combed my hair every day, went to the closet, put my suit on every day, got in my car, and every morning I listened to Whitney Houston sing the song, Give Me One Moment in Time, when I'm more than I thought I could be. That inspired me. I said this past week on the advanced calls, music takes me to a place that lifts me up. I listen to music that lifts me up. Like when I do my YouTube calls, I want them to be motivational, inspirational, educational, or training. But let's get back in the car. I listened to Whitney Houston 3 times. That's 4 minutes and so many seconds. It takes 15 minutes to go from Lacey Lane to 1445 East Main Street. I park my car at the same place every morning. First or second spot on the right behind the building, because I'm one of the first agents there. I went inside. And where I used to stand around the coffee machine, I spoke to the secretaries. I went up to my office. I shut my door, and I walked around, and I said, I had these sheets of paper. I had them on it, the MLS information on a white sheet of paper with the MLS information here. But the information that I wanted was the owner's name, the owner's phone number, the expiration date, and the days on the market. And I tell people to this day, don't work from a computer. Work from a sheet of paper. It's tangible. It's real. But I would come in. Let's pick up where I'm at. I walk in the office, speak to the secretaries, walk upstairs, shut my door. And this is what I would do every morning from the middle of June to the end of the year. Every morning. Which one of you are going to listen with me today? Arise! I know you're in here. Which one of you are going to listen with me? Arise! Come on up. Then I would pick up my sheets every day. Which one of you are going to listen with me today? Hey, fall out. If you will fall out, I don't have to call all of you. Fall out. Nobody fell out. I got to call everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, this is Andrew. Good morning, this is Andrew Lacey with Coldwell Banker Newton Realtors. Can I? And I use my scripts. Every time, I'd say it 10 times. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, this is Andrew Lacey with Coldwell Banker Newton Realtors. Can I? And that's what I did for an hour. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The middle of June to the end of the year. And I actually, in 6 months, doubled my business. Let me say that again. I doubled my business. So in 1992, I said, wow, if I can go from 27 to 60 in 6 months, I ought to be able to go from 60 to 120 in a year. And in 1992, I got up, I got in the shower, and as I'm showering, it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. It's going to be a great day. And I would visualize myself walking across the stage at the Coldwell Banker National Convention. I'd visualize receiving that eagle. There's only 10 in 4 different categories. 40 eagles in the entire United States. They'd pass out. Top 10. That's what I wanted to be. Like those people in Salt Lake City was up on that stage. That's what I visualized, walking across the stage and receiving. I went as far as to find out who the CEO was. Get out of the shower, stand in front of the mirror, shave, comb my hair, go to the bedroom, go in the closet, put my suit on, get in the car, push the cassette, and listen to Whitney Houston. Every morning. Every morning. We got to the office, walked in the office, spoke to the secretaries. Hey, Chris. Hey, Brenda. Went upstairs, shut my door, Which one are you going to listen to me today? Arise. Come on up to the top. Which one of you are going to listen to me today? I know you're in there. Here, let's see where you are. Which one of you going to listen to me today? Come on. Which one? Fall out. Fall out. If you fall out, I won't have to call all of you. So somebody fall out. Nobody fell out. Got to call all of you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, this is Andrew Lacey with Coldwell Banker and Newton Realtors. Can I? And I'd say it 10 times. Good morning, good morning, good morning. But when I called somebody, good morning, this is Andrew Lacey with Coldwell Banker and Newton Realtors. Can I? And instead of doing it for an hour, I did it an hour and a half. I also did it with this. When I came back from Salt Lake City, the most important tool that I bought was not a computer. It was a headset. And back then, it had a cord with it. And I wore out many headsets. But now I have the greatest. I hear it in stereo. And every call that I make is always with my headset here at the office. You know, you don't see a computer, but you actually see a phone. Oh, right behind me. Actually, you see two phones. Actually, you see three phones. Because the phone is what has made me a multi-millionaire. Now, let's stick to the basics. Let's go back. So in 1992, this is very important here. This is a teaching moment. I didn't go from 60 to 120. I went from 60 to 75. And actually, towards the end of 1992, I said, well, this isn't working. I'm going to do something else. I had that thought just for a second. I let the devil in. Now, for once, let's stop right here. I had just had the best 2 years of my life. I'd gone from 27 to 60. I'd gone from 60 to 75. Do you understand? I had a 100% increase, and then I had a 20% increase. Do you know how many companies would love to have a 5% increase? But all of a sudden, I snapped out of it and said, I'm going to give it another year. Now, in 91, I prospected 1 hour a day. In 92, I prospected an hour and a half. And I said in 93, I was going to go to 3 hours. Now, in 91, I changed everything. I started over. I became someone that became proactive each day in asking for business instead of being passive like 90%. Plus 90%. 90% of all agents are passive. They're waiting for somebody to come to them on the internet or come to them on this or call or sit in an open house. Nothing wrong with any of those things. But instead of sitting around and waiting, I had made the change to being proactive. So I said last week, I can list hundreds of people that after they got in the program and they made one change, it changed everything. And so let me show you what changed everything in 1993. What did I do? In 1993, I got up. I got in the shower. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be it's going to be a great day. I visualized walking across the stage at the Coldwell Banker National Convention. There's never been one day from June of 91, and now we're in January of 93. For a year and a half, every day, I said it's going to be a great day. Do you know now, 30-something years later, I never have a bad day because I have created every morning it's going to be a great day. Bad things can happen. Things are going to happen. Troubles, problems, everything. But I don't have bad days because my brain. No, it's my belief of my brain and my heart. So what did I do? I got out of the shower. Now here's that one change. I looked in the mirror, and as I'm shaving, someone needs my help today. Where did that come from? Me. I had been doing it for a year and a half, but I added one thing. Someone needs my help today. And at that moment, That moment in time, I transitioned from being one of the best salespeople in the world to being somebody that was going to go in to look for someone to help. And it's not the yearbook statement. It's not a feel-good statement. It's what I really was going to do. I promise you, I was one of the best prospectors in the United States. I was one of the best presenters. I was one of the best negotiators. Just think about it. In 2 years, I had closed over 130 transactions. I'd had the best 2 years of my life because I was consistent each day of what I did. But let's see. So I got in the car. I put Whitney Houston in. Each day I live, I want to be a day to give the best of me. I'm only one, but not alone. My finest hour is yet unknown. I broke my heart for every gain to taste the sweet. I face the pain. I rise and fall, but through it all, this much remains. What was my one moment in time? To receive an eagle. I didn't think dream big enough. I just wanted one. I didn't know I was going to receive 2 national awards out of 4. Possibility of 4. Got to the office. Said hey to the secretaries. Went upstairs. Shut my door. Which one are you going to listen to me today? Come on up to the top. I know you're in here. Arise! Which one are you going to listen to me? Which one are you going to listen to me today? Fall out. If you fall out, I don't have to call all of you. Come on now, fall out. None of you going to fall out? Got to call all of you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, this is Andrew Lacey with Coldwell Banker Newton Realtors. Can I? Hey, buy the book, The Lacey Way, or come to a seminar and I'll give you the book, the program. The Lacey Way. I have just demonstrated the Lacey Way from the time I got up to the time I left my first message or spoke to my first person. I have given you everything. So I would stand up and start calling people. I'd call somebody and leave me a message and flip it over. Call nuts for flip it over. And then I'd just start back over again. It's real tough, isn't it? It's rocket science. It's so simple to be so successful by just knowing the basics. And do you know how many people today know the basics? I don't believe it's 5% of the entire real estate industry have a clue on how to do basics. How to talk, how to leave a message, how to follow up, how to make a presentation, how to have 24. Oh, I'll save that till you come see me. Now, at the beginning of 1993, or the end of 92, my broker who hired me in 1982 would have what is your goal this year, so he could set what he believed the company was going to take in. And I can remember sitting down. You have to understand, this man hired me when the other companies didn't. You know, I was driving a lime green Camaro when I went to real estate, and I had 2 polyester suits. And I had a real short haircut, just a little patch here from the Marine Corps. Could have looked scary, but never looked like I'd be successful. But he took a chance on me. He and my dad was the most influential man in my life. And Mr. Newton was the most influential man in my business. He's the reason I wear white shirts and black shoes and black socks and know how to dress and know how to shake hands and know how to be an incredible business person. It's what I teach today. But I'm sitting across from him. And he says, what is your goal this year, Andrew? And I said, Mr. Newton, my goal is 150. And he looked down at his paper and he said, last year your goal was 120, right? And I said, yes, sir. He said, you went from 75, no, you went from 60 to 75, Andrew. And then he made that next statement. I'm going to put you down for 100. If anybody could close 150 homes in Spartanburg, it would be you, Andrew. But we don't have enough homes. And at that moment was one of the most important moments of my career. I thought about that moment in 1977 when I came home from my first week to college and my dad's sitting in the front yard. And he says, sit down, Andrew. And everything my dad says was law, and I believed. He said, Andrew, you're at that school to get a music degree, and the only thing you'll be able to do with music is be a school teacher to get paid or be a church choir director to get paid. That's the only thing a music degree is good for. And I let him steal my dream. Because since I was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, at 12 years old, in the 6th grade, my PE teacher would make me get up we had PE twice a week or 3 times a week. I would have to stand in front of my PE class of those boys, my peers, and sing. And I sang Rose Garden by Lynn Anderson. I sang Your Cheating Heart by Hank Williams. And he would say to me, Joel Holmes, I remember his name, when you are on the Grand Ole Opry, send me 2 tickets. And I said I would. Because see, I was young and I believed I could do anything. But the older we get, the less we believe what we can do. But this time, when the most important man in my life, my dad, had unintentionally stole my dream and my goal, this man, Mr. Newton, didn't. Because I got up, I went upstairs and told my assistant, Melody, go buy a poster board. She went and bought a poster board. She put it on her desk, and I said, draw 2 lines on the right side. And then space it out, a line at the top and the bottom, and have every 5 draw lines all the way up so that when I have 5 closings, you shade it in. And when I have 10 closings, you shade it in. When I have 15, you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, all the way to 150. And I have to say right now, Mr. Newton was right. I did not have 150 closings in 1993. I had 163 closings. So when you think you've done as much as you can, all you need to do is make one little change that can change everything. I made one big change in 91. I changed the way I did real estate. And in 93, I made one change. Someone needs my help today. I changed from selling to helping. You know, the 2nd chapter of the book is Someone Needs My Help Today. It's going to be a great day. Chapter 1. Chapter 2, Someone Needs My Help Today. Chapter 3, I'm the best person to help someone today. Don't you want to be the best to help someone? Wouldn't you like to have a better business? Well, why don't you get back to the basics? You know, I told people all the time, no matter how big I got, the most important job I had in my company was to go see people. And to go see people, I have to call people. It has not changed. 2 weeks ago, I was in Atlanta speaking to the CEO and managers of all the offices in Atlanta. We're Brookshire Halfway, around 25 people. How did I do that? I called them up and said, I'd like to speak to you. I have something that will help you. And I went down there and gave them 3 things that would help the company, help the managers in each office, and most importantly, help their agents. What did I say? Help. It's so much easier every day when you call to help people. Now, to review, I was recording something in one of my books this morning about 1:30 in the morning. And I was thinking, what made me the most successful is I was consistent each day at doing the same thing but I was consistent each day at getting better at these same things that I've talked about for 2.5 years. I got in the shower. I said, it's going to be a great day. I visualized my emotional goal. I got out of the shower. I stood in front of the mirror. Someone needs your help today, Andrew. And then later on, I said, you're the best person. For 1.5 years, I said, it's going to be a great day. But in 93, when I said, someone needs my help today, it doubled my business. You're only a step away from doubling your business if you're doing the basics correctly. I have no idea what time it is. Let me kind of take a look. And it is, I don't know if I've gone over or not, but I'll tell you this. I'm not an overachiever. I just get up and do the basics better than anyone else. You know, most people try and they quit. Some people never try. And those people, if they would have just decided, I'm going to change. And they would have decided, I'm going to change the things that's going to help my business, my family, my income, my financials the most. Every person would be wealthy. Because see, there's another chapter in the book that I'm not covering today. It's called There Are More Great Prospects Than I Possibly Can Do Business With. And when you start one, we'll save that for another day. But what if every morning you got up and every person you came in contact, you said, good morning, good morning, good morning. You know, one day this week, I'm going to talk about how important it is to just, you know, someone needs my help today. It's not just in real estate. It's that person that's a cashier at the grocery store or at Walgreens or somewhere that's having a bad day. And by speaking to them and wishing them a good day, asking them how they are today, can change their day by just speaking and talking to them. There's never a person in my life that I pass, I'm in front of. Does not matter if it's a waiter. Does not matter if it's the front desk at the hotel. It does not matter. It's a stranger. I speak to everyone. I want to help someone today. What if you got up every day to help someone? I hope I've helped you today. If you need anything, don't hesitate to call me. 1-800-948-1633. 1-800-948-1633. Or you know what? Let me give you my personal numbers. 864-909-1258. 864-909-1258. When have you got up and said a special word to your child, to your spouse, to your parents, to your siblings, to your neighbor? See, you can help everyone. By you having a good day, it will rub off for them to have a good day. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.